Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a story for you that's a real head-scratcher in more ways than one. So grab your popcorn and let us dive into the tale of the long eel and the long cooking pot. Once upon a time, there was a husband and wife. One lovely afternoon, the husband went for a walk and came across the most magnificent long eel he had ever seen. He thought to himself, wow, this will make a fantastic dinner. He bought it right away and rushed home, presenting it to his wife with a proud grin. "My dear," he said, "please cook this into a delicious soup for our dinner tonight." His wife took one look at the incredibly long eel and her eyes went wide. She turned it over and over, a puzzled look on her face. But where on earth am I going to find a cooking pot long enough for this? She wondered aloud. Determined to solve the problem, she headed straight to the local shop. She found the shopkeeper and asked, "Excuse me, sir, do you happen to have a very, very long cooking pot?" The shopkeeper scratched his head. "A long cooking pot? I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't have anything like that. It's a very unusual request. But," he added, trying to be helpful, "if you're willing to wait, I can ask the local potter to make a special one just for you." Dejected, the wife returned home empty-handed. She found her husband resting and told him the bad news. "I couldn't make the eel soup for you," she said sadly. "Why not?" he asked, sitting up. She explained, "There isn't a single cooking pot in town long enough to fit the eel inside." Her husband just stared at her for a moment, completely speechless. He looked over his shoulder at the eel, then back at his wife. He sighed deeply and said, "If you can't cook it, just hang it up on the wall for now." He then lay back down on his bed, placing his hand on his forehead and thinking, "My goodness, how can my wife be so impractical?" A little while later, he got up, went into the kitchen himself, and got to work. After some clattering and sizzling, he called out to his wife, "Dinner's ready." They sat down and ate a wonderful meal. After dinner, the husband went out for his evening stroll, alone in the house. The wife's curiosity got the better of her. She tiptoed into the kitchen, determined to find this mysterious long pot her husband must have used. She searched high and low, behind the cupboards, under the table, everywhere, but she couldn't find it. After a long search, she finally spotted the pot he'd used sitting right on the stove. "Wait a minute," she murmured. "This is just our regular, short cooking pot. How in the world did he cook that long eel in here?" She was completely baffled. She peered inside the pot and saw a tiny, leftover piece of eel stuck to the bottom. It smelled so delicious. Without thinking, she leaned in closer, wanting to get every last bit. She stuck her head right inside the pot to lick the tasty morsel clean. She hummed to herself as her tongue cleaned the bottom. So delicious. When she was done, the pot was sparkling clean. She smiled, satisfied, and went to pull her head out, but it wouldn't budge. She pulled and she twisted, but her head was stuck fast. Panicked and not knowing what to do, she didn't want her husband to see her like this. So, with the cooking pot completely covering her head, she ran outside and hid behind the granary, hoping no one would find her. And that, my friends, is the story of how a simple misunderstanding about a long eel led to a very, very big problem. What do you think happened next? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. See ya.